amazing getting third place.
Correct.
It was afterwards in the hotel room why I said, I can't believe Cake is that much better than the rest of us. Like, I want to get there.
Yeah.
And, like, that always stuck in my head that, like, he's still looking forward. He's still looking at the peak no matter how high he climbs.
Shout out to both these players picking the summer skins, considering it is a balmy 100 degrees outside here in Clearwater.
Shout outs to both players for rocking their own coast. West Coast, Best Coast versus East Coast, Best Coast.
That's true. East Coast, Beast Coast, excuse me.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I only know the expression for the true answer, you know?
The rhyming mnemonic is important.
What even is a Beast Coast?
The best, obviously. And it's also a great esport org, too.
Yeah, but why not just say best?
Because the extra letter matters.
Okay.
I have more Scrabble tiles than you, therefore.
You get more points?
Exactly.
Okay. First stock in about 30 seconds going to Vulnita.
This is the big part here. Like, I mean, Ranno can punish Sylvanos so hard on these recoveries. So watching Vulnita be able to move around this screen, and more specifically move around these ledges, is going to be so important to how this narrative goes.
Not quite going to be able to find a kill. Gets these, you know, happy hits, as we're always happy to see. But
Sure. And the important thing, too, in this matchup is the fact that you have this pretty big blind spot basically at the forehead of Sylvanos. And Ranno's got a couple ways to try to approach that, but it's a little bit telegraphed on his part, too. So this is something where you can kind of see this extension here right now, right? You know, Vulnita's at 125, while Y's already at 135 on his second stock. So I just imagine this being just kind of a difficult time if you don't see kind of that high-pressure combo game going.
Right, especially like the reason for that difficulty for Ranno is that his air drift speed is so much slower than his run speed. So like you getting into position to fall at that angle is going to be a little telegraphed. Yeah.
So full stock lead here in game one. Misses dash attack, gets the combo started into the bubble.
Yep, and Vulnita's just holding out during all of that, making it onto the stage, but this is an opportunity for more punishes. Woo!
That was a huge, almost 50% off that one bubble extension. We're going to see the up tilt start up here. Another one, a third one.
We got that blender hitting frappe on this frog. Oh, wow. Still had chance to fall up air out of that. Why couldn't get the chance to punish it? Waiting for an option, like waiting for a parry, and Vulnita is just not giving that.
3TI out there to avoid the back air. Oh, but it's going to jump out of the up strong setup. Once again, same kind of story. I like the howl stall there. Going to be able to punish this. That's going to be a stock. 119% though.
Perfection demanded to take this game.
It's a good start.
Oh, I love that coverage.
Super smart tongue there.
Fearless.
Underneath that. That's such a tough spot there.
This movement, like having a little bits of stuttering to throw off that parry timing as well. Doesn't get the wave land off, edge cancels, but these up airs not coming together. We're starting to see those shades of Sylv having difficulty killing.
Oh, such a big character though. Yes.
Gets the Dacus, and we hear the yes from Y.
Just dragging that all the way back. We saw that third stock start 119% deficit, and I think took maybe 2 hits along the way for finishing that off.
I think Y got up to like 140 or so. Like it got a bit scary, but just slipping through the actual kill moves, making a world of difference in this matchup.
Immediately running it back.
Same stage and everything too, right?
Yeah, has no, like, it's just one of those things where like you have 1 or 2 conversions that go wrong, and it's the difference between you being up a game or down a game.
Yeah. It's essentially saying like, oh, there was just a couple adjustments needed.
Why did that screen turn purple? It was too early. Forgive me?
Ranno is a pretty good character in Rivals of Aether. It's like Zetterburn, right? Dan really loves the character.
I see.
Character is good.
I see.
Yeah.
All right, now we kind of see the reverse of this first game here, where, oh, okay, I was going to say Y had an opportunity to build that up a little bit, and there's the Vulnitas that I know. Make sure to let the crowd know that, don't worry, I've got the right mindset. I'm still in this.
Yep, gonna cover everything with that tongue.
Solid 30% off of that 2 stacks punish there, though.
I mean, this is already getting a juicy charge on that up strong. Y staying a full stock ahead. It's really looking like the Y's edge guarding is looking to be a real nightmare for Vulnitas to sneak behind.
And I'll be honest, I mean, that really is just Ranno versus Sylvanos, right? Like, I mean, once it starts, if you can kind of control where they're going, it just makes it so difficult to kind of return back. Because think about it, your resources on stage are not there. You're slowly burning on what's going on off stage. The tongue covers so much when you have to burrow back into the stage. It's just really tough.
Beautiful waveland platform drop into bear. Like that.
And you see how long Sylvanos has to come back to the stage. Why with plenty of time there just says, all right, I'm going to go ahead and take care of this flower real quick. And that's game. Reminding us that stock now finished at 119, where he started in stock 3 in game 1. And from what was a claw your way back into the victor's position first game, very confidently taking game 2. You see Vulnita's no immediate run back, putting the thought in now. Are we going to see the switch? Are we going to see a different character? Hovering over Zetter.
I know Vulnitas has messed with a few different characters over the years. Looking at Claren, going right back to Sylvanos.
I fully understand the pick. I respect it. Think about a couple different options. Claren Ranno, pretty tough and pretty good as just like a kind of paint by numbers matchup, really, in my opinion, for Claren. But the tried and true. I mean, going back to Sylvanos, that's, you know, continue what brought you to the dance. The question is, where do we go? Big old stage, sorry.
No. I mean, I was about to make the same observation, right? I suppose the idea here, by going to a big stage, is you mitigate those early strings that Y has been getting, like just snowballing into death. But I'm also worried, because I remember the end of that first game, right, was Y slipping through up airs and not quite dying. And this stage being even bigger raises the danger of that situation, if Y can be just as slippery.
Absolutely. I feel like the big thing, though, is like your neutral conversation can now be shouting across the screen, which is important, of course, because you're able to put more resource down as Sylvanos. Like, you're able to really spread things out a little bit more and kind of threaten, even unnaturally, if you're kind of recovering with Howl or a couple different ways, that you just have to be cognizant of more things as the Ranno player now.
Right now, we're just seeing Vulnita hold on to like the ground she gains very, very carefully, right? Not bursting out, not overextending, and it's been helping her get into a % lead. I think that Howl was an accident.
Yeah. But shout out to unlocking the Vicious Vine achievement. Oh, man. What a clean extension. My goodness. See you later.
Catching at the end of the pop, too. I think trying to DI out in the bubble, right? And then it pops, and now it's death DI.
So Y with a full 2-stock lead. Vulnita's really going to have to dig deep now.
We've seen Vulnita's, like, pop off and really tear people apart with the right momentum. So
absolutely.
I know better than to counter out. But this is looking scary. Caught off stage one more time. Capitalizing on a little bit of a parry. So far it is Y doing most of the talking.
Nice. And I love these soft back airs right around the platform level too. It's so easy for Ranno to navigate that kind of space and just continue to push where you want your opponent to go. But there was the Howl, the game plan for game 3. Y immediately